What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 16 of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise, and another win in the books. The Crusaders have moved to 14-1. It is absolutely crazy to think of where we were 3 seasons ago, struggling to get a victory, and now our team is stacked. We got a lot of people making plays on any given day. Any player can step up, and it's a nice position to be in. Our last game of the season, which is kind of irrelevant, is the Tennessee Titans. We've already secured home field advantage through the AFC, so we can kind of play around a little bit. We'll get Bobby Stevenson sometime. I know a lot of people have been asking for him, even though I have no idea why. I get it. You know, part of the thing with this game is everybody wants to see the rookies play. I get that, but you have to understand it's not always the best call to make. And Bobby Stevenson, I feel like, is a case of that. Everybody wants to see Bobby Stevenson play, but he has never done anything that has helped our team at all. So I'm so cool with playing him in this last game. It's not going to matter. I just wanted to make sure, like, I get it. You want to see the new players play, but he has not done well for us to this point. I do need to get Tremaine Small's confidence up. He was throwing a lot of really wild throws in that previous game, and it's going to be important that if he does get to play in the playoffs, if that does happen, we need him to be prepared. We need him able to make those throws. We can't have a whole lot of up and over passes and stuff like that. Again, Derek Carr could be back by this time, but getting Small's confidence up should help us quite a bit in that regard. So we're going to continue to do this. And right off the bat, man, if I can just throw 3 of these things into him, he should be pretty good to go. I know he has the accuracy, so it's all about getting his confidence back to where it needs to be. And look at this. Let's see how much he got from that. 11. So his confidence is at 65 now, above average. He should not see the decline in stats like we saw in the previous week, and hopefully he can make some pretty accurate throws against what I'm imagining is a not very good Tennessee Titans defense. But I do want to check out, let's go do the depth chart before I forget. And we're going to change this back around before the postseason most likely. But there's really no point in letting anybody get injured. Devin Golden, I want his stats to do well. I really do. I want to get Devin Golden some time, but right now, I don't want him to get hurt. We've already lost Derek Carr, and granted, he should be back, but I don't want to risk an injury. It's just not worth it. So we will still play Mac. Denarius Moore, we're going to throw Stevenson up here. Everybody wants to see Stevenson? We'll throw Stevenson up there. I still do want to play Keyston Mack, though, because I want Tremaine Small to develop some kind of chemistry with him. And you know what? I kind of want Cosby to play a little bit more, but that's fine. I want Gayton to get some more chemistry as well. So I just don't want Golden to get injured. And it sucks because Golden's having a monster season. But realistically, we're in a situation where that risk is not worth it. If we were to lose him, we could be in a whole lot of trouble, and I don't want that to happen. Any other players? I guess that's the main one I really wanted to do was Golden, which I don't really want to do. I really want Golden to play. But I'm interested in seeing Graves, and I'm interested in seeing Dobbs. That's the hang-up for me, maybe. I'm really interested in seeing these 2 play. So as much as I want Golden to play, it's not needed. Maybe we'll play him for the first half or the second half. I don't know. We'll decide when I get there. Again, he's close to that 2,000-yard mark, I'm pretty sure. And I think, yeah, look, he's really close to it. But there are going to be other seasons. There will be other seasons. So keep that in mind, guys. So Marcel Reese did accept that contract. Now we have Prince Amukamara, C.O. Moore, and Mathis looking for contract extensions. Draft stories, yep, we have already seen that, which he was kind of a bust in our eyes. Prince Amukamara has been nothing but a playmaker for our team. We need to bring him back. It's a lot trickier without this bonus money, though. I can't throw bonus money at people left and right. That screws me over in the long run. So I have to put this at 0 And because I'm putting this at 0, I have to overbid tremendously over here. And that's just a casualty in the game. It's a glitch in the game. It's just a bad glitch. Right now we have plenty of cap room, so it's not a huge deal. But it's still a pretty big issue. Alright, so Prince Amukamara, we're going to overbid on him there. Hopefully that's going to be okay for him. I definitely do not want to lose out on Amukamara. That'd be terrible. C.O. Moore, a little less needed. You know, he's a great player. I'd like to have C.O. Moore back. I really would. But, you know, we're a stacked team. We're going to have a lot of people to pay, and we need to find out who we can do without. C.O. Moore might be one of those guys we can do without. And this just hurts against cap room when I have to do this because I'm not using the bonus money. Give him $1 million more. And this might not work. I don't know. Alright. And I do want Mathis back. He's been very, very key in Golden getting that 2,000 yards. He's only looking for a contract for a single year. Which is kind of odd that he only wants a 1-year contract. So the bonus money realistically wouldn't affect him quite as much if we're giving him more anyway. But man, that is a hefty, hefty contract. Look at that. Whew. That's a hefty contract there. But again, he's been a big key as to a reason why we've had so much success running the ball. And that's kind of been a huge part of our identity this year. So I don't know how that's going to go. I guess maybe we can see it in the transactions, or maybe we'll just wait a week. Let's just wait a week. Keep it interesting. Injury report, do a little checkup here. Carr out 2 more weeks, so this week in the bye week, hopefully. Keith McGill, his last game out, we'll have him back shortly. And again, guys, I know, well, look at the weekly awards. I know everybody wants to see Golden get that 2,000 yard mark. Maybe I'll change it in the video. If I do, you'll see it there. Flacco got AFC Offensive Player of the Week against us. He threw for 345 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wow. Flacco did have a good game against us. It's crazy that we ended up picking up a victory there. Butler, middle linebacker for the Chargers, 1 interception, 18 tackles. Rivers, 14 tackles, 1 fumble forced, 1 fumble recovered. And Nick Foles, 289 yards, 5 touchdowns. Wow, monster game from him. We'll decide on the Golden thing, guys. I want to keep it, you know, a little more realistic by sitting him. Of course, I would always do that with other starters as well. We'll see, but mostly I really want to see the backup running backs. That's a big reason as well. We'll figure it out before the next game, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And wait, you know what? One last thing that I wanted to do. I'm sorry, before we leave, I do want to increase the sliders for run blocking a little bit. Or decrease it. I'm sorry. Decrease it down to 30, just a little bit. It has been getting a little bit crazy. I don't want to be able to run over any team ever, despite the fact that I have a great running back and a great offensive line. You know, I do need a little bit more of a challenge there. So we can keep it realistic with still getting the results that should be expected from that, I feel like. And that's what I'm looking for. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Later.